everyone. Today I'll be covering the POP3S and SMTPS protocols. Starting off, we have the POP3S protocol. The Post Office Protocol 3 Secure is a standard email protocol for retrieving emails from a server and storing them on a local client device. Applying the POP3S protocol ensures data security by utilizing SSL/TLS encryption during email transfer to ensure its contents aren't tampered with in transmission. Administrators may configure the protocol to customize regulations on which users can receive emails and what actions they may do with the emails, adding prevention mechanisms to prevent unauthorized access. POP3S also grants the ability to download emails from the server, which provides much versatility for work procedures. POP3 is the standard version of POP3S. The key difference between the two are the security protocols in place. POP3S offers encryption for emails retrieved from the server, while POP3 lacks any security measures. While POP3S operates on port 995 typically, POP3 will operate on 110. Next, we will cover Dovecot. Dovecot is an open source Linux server for hosting email services on a network. Dovecot is supported by the IMAP as well as POP3 protocols. It also provides an interface to allow administrators to fine-tune security protocols and access controls for user interaction with the email systems. It's very scalable, and its ease of configuration make it very suitable for a wide array of business environments, and its open source nature makes it feel very reliable for quick patches and updates. Here are some security hardening recommendations for POP3S. Ensuring POP3S is enabled using encryption is essential instead of using typical standard POP protocols. Ensure older versions of encryption protocols are disabled and only the newer ones are in use. Lastly, it's important to configure strong access controls and limit permissions so only necessary users have access to emails and are allowed to do what is necessary with their mail. Next, we'll be going over the SMTPS protocol. The Simple Mail Transfer Protocol Secure, similar to the POP3S protocol, interacts with mail servers and securing the contents of its mail. The main difference between the two is that SMTPS is in charge of reliably securing and transmitting data over the internet among email systems. SMTPS typically combats man-in-the-middle eavesdropping attacks that occur when messages are intercepted in transmission, allowing the attacker to either gather information while remaining unnoticed or tampering with messages as they are relayed. Here's how SMTPS may be configured using IIS for Windows. IIS, otherwise known as Internet Information Services, is a Microsoft web server that can be used to host websites and web applications. To configure SMTPS on IIS, a SSL/TLS encryption certificate is needed to bind with the built-in IIS SMTP Windows feature. While not as configurable, SMTPS on IIS is well suited for environments that rely mostly on Microsoft devices and are very simple to manage. Postfix for Linux is a mail transfer agent that is offered for Linux systems to route and transmit emails through a server. Whereas IIS only utilizes implicit encryption for data, Postfix allows for implicit as well as explicit encryption. It is well regarded for being highly configurable for network environments that are more complex. Postfix SMTPS configuration is text-based and configured by editing the configuration files directly, while in IIS it may be edited within PowerShell, providing the administrator a graphical user interface to work on. Here are some recommendations to improve the security of the SMTPS protocol. First, you must make sure a trusted SSL/TLS certificate is used for SMTPS and avoid using a self-signed one to ensure you are offering a valid encryption protocol. Next, it's important to disable open relays, which may allow for an influx of spam. And lastly, enable rate limiting in order to prevent denial of service attacks and set a limit on connections made for IP addresses.